Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set. 152. 52's the mic. Wild Bill. Right up.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, here's Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Come on, set. 90, Wolf. 55. I'm 6'6", bullet high.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Herman. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
60 outlaw. 52. We ain't giving them nothing. Let's go.
To throw again, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Lawrence. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. 55, my God, 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Rosen. For a right side here, complete. Well, that's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Rose into the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll try the left side. Herman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Herman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage. Sometimes people just call it gadget plays. And you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Squeeze.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Go, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Down. And 2 stop. X3, 218, chop. Hey, high 7. 52, Mike 52. Mike 52. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Hey, Orbit, get it.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Odell Beckham, 34 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Talking about it and wait. Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's coming. We got double up.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check, crouch, alert, whip. Watch the whip. Check 37.
On 2nd down, Herman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. On 1st down, Herman. They will take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Yeah, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's get this. Check. 26, check 26. Kill. 80.
Now a give, right side. Herman. That good for 22 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Come on, set, 8, read. Check 55 to Mike.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's game.
Hey, Sam off.
They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
The 22-yard line.
Check 4. Hey, alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Herman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Mike. 180. 55. Mike. Drop deep.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
It's been a long day for you. 552, 552. I don't even know why this team showed up. 52's the mic. Hey! 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Lawrence. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, Haywood! Yep. 52 right here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Lawrence. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll try the left side. Herman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point safely through. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cause. He'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. They'll run on first down. Mixon. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
First down. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Watch the run,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
18 Gator. 56. All day, dog.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
You can't block me.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get that quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground. Herman. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Herman. Room here to run. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.